I say this with peace and love to my new beautiful listeners and my current subscribers, that to stay up to date on my latest breaking news and coin updates, you need to hit that subscribe button. It's very important, and hit that bell notification so you can stay up to date on this ever-changing cryptocurrency market. Peace and love to my future new listeners. Go crypto investing, and on today's update, you can see Jerome Powell is speaking today at a Fed meeting. The dollar dipped against other major currencies on Friday ahead of the U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's widely anticipated speech at the Jackson Hole Symposium. Traders are looking for clues on the U.S. central bank tightening plans to combat rampant inflation when Powell speaks. Today, I'm not sure what 1400 GMT time is, but I'm imagining it's early this morning. The dollar index, which tracks the greenback against 6 major currencies, has steadily gained over the past 2 weeks and is just shy of a 2-decade peak of 109.29. It hit in mid-July after making small gains earlier this session. It slipped 0.25% on the day, which it's now gained all that back. If we look at the current chart, Powell is likely to focus on short-term challenges and endeavors to leave no doubt about the Fed's determination to fight inflation. Easter Wright, a Forex analyst at Commerce Bank, said in note, if he succeeds convincingly, he could support the dollar at least in the short term. Fed officials have been non-committal about the potential size of interest rates increases in their addresses at the symposium so far, but have maintained that they will drive rates up to keep inflation at bay. The Fed is due to get more key inflation reports and more jobs data before its scheduled September 20th and 21st meeting. In Europe, soaring energy prices stemming from Russia's invasion of Ukraine have diminished economic prospects and weighted on the euro, and steering pushed them both more than 10% lower against the dollar. And part of the reason in Europe, just like Britain and a few other countries, why their energy prices are skyrocketing, it's not so much to do with Ukraine. It's to do, or so much to do with Russia. It's to do with their country's energy policies and shutting down of coal plants, shutting down of nuclear plants, and going for green energy that has raised the price and caused energy poverty in these countries, right? So knowing that, let's look at what we got going on here. You can see the dollar index today. It was initially down, and then now you can see it bounced off the 50, and if we zoom in to the shorter time frame, the 15, you can see it's recently had a nice pump back from its low. It's up from its low today roughly 0.75%, and we're going to watch out for that, because if you're following me on Twitter, go check me out, Twitter at a glance. I keep you up to date on all this stuff. You can see we have 93 followers. It would be nice to get above 100 before the end of the day. If there's 7 people out here to hit that follow button on Twitter, you can see British energy bills will jump 80% to an average of $4,188 a year from October, the regulator said on Friday, plunging millions of households into fuel poverty and business into jeopardy, right? And that's all because of their government policies. But you can see what we're here for, the Bitcoin update, that we do a daily Bitcoin, XRP, and dollar index update. You can see Bitcoin looks to retest 22,669 bear flag upper resistance. XRP hit 37 cents and got rejected again. Can it retake that level today and get bullish? Question mark. Dollar index double top rejection continues. Right, and we give you daily updates. Yesterday, 825, Bitcoin still below 200-day moving average and 22,669 bear flag resistance. Must break north of 22,669 for bulls to take over. XRP just below 200-day moving average. Bullish action if it breaks above 34 cents. Area upper resistance is 37 cents, and it did break above that 34 today, but got rejected, right, along that lower support. Dollar index local double top at 109 range. Bullish consolidation down into the 102, 104 range likely. This can lead to crypto market pump a bit over the next week or two, and that's what we're continuing to watch. And these are all things you can get if you check me over there on Twitter at a glance, right? And now that we know what's going on with the dollar, if we go into the cryptos, you can see we've had a big flush. I wish I would have shorted this. You can see we're coming all the way down now, right? Big move to the downside. If we go to the hour time frame, please. See that? We had that big fake out this morning on this little rally, and then we quickly reverse, and now we're probably more than likely coming straight down to this underneath old all-time high that it must hold to remain bullish, or you're going to have a big fall. And this is your next area that you would look for support on the Bitcoin price now that we've broken down out of this mini consolidation that we've had. And it's likely that it comes down to this 19,862, and that's what we're going to watch now as our underneath support, the old all-time high. If we look at the daily, you can see if we go back to 2017, see that? That's the end of the bull run at the old all-time high. Fast forward into current time frame, you can see we had resistance when we were breaking out into the recent bull run, right? And then on the way down now, scoot along, you can see we bounced off it once, twice, 3 times, and then came up, and now it looks like we're going to trade back down. And if you break this overall pattern and confirm this as a breakdown of this bear flag, your technical target is 13,336, and that meets up beautifully with this 13,336 target we've had since Bitcoin was at 63,000 and rising, which would be way back up here in the way back machine when it was up in here. Old Vincenzo was forecasting as it made this final push where the underneath target would be eventually, right? And then if we go to everybody's favorite XRP, you can see this had a classic reversal today, and somebody made a lot of money on this. But see what we were talking about yesterday in our daily technical analysis, if you could get above the 34 cent, you could get bullish, and it did. It came straight up to the 37 cent mark, major upper resistance, and that's where you would have needed a cross to get big time bullish. But it did that classic hook nose Jew bearish reversal pattern, and crypto and stocks like to do this. It got everybody excited, all these traders got them in there, and it immediately flushed. And from that top, that peak this morning, just a couple short hours later, XRP is down at current price 7%, and it's been down as much as 8.25% from its high. And this is another consolidation here. If XRP breaks this, we're coming back like we've been looking at for several weeks now, as we've been getting rejected by this 37 cent major upper resistance. See that? Rejection, 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 right? And if we go back in here, I think there was one more rejection. Yep, right here on the follow through, came up, rejection, right? And now what we're looking at here is a mini bear flag consolidation, and the technical target is down here at 31 cents. That's why we think it's coming down into this blue local regional supply zone at 35 cents. And if we zoom out, just like Bitcoin, we have an end of the year 2022 target of 18 to 20 cents, and that forecast was made at the mid to latter part of 2021, when the XRP price was sitting up here $1 to $1.40, $1.50 range. We've had that target because we were in this symmetrical triangle, which is a 90-degree angle at the entry, and then it's got descending upper resistance, uptrending lower support. It's a neutral continuation pattern, and the targeted move is from the top to the bottom to the point of a breakout, and that gets you down there to that 20 cent target, and it brings you into the thick. Once you get down into here, the 18 cent, to the thick of our start of our mass accumulation zone and our 1000x lifestyle and 1000x portfolio and XRP, right? If we look at XLM, we're getting rejected too. We're coming back down to this underneath support where we were at in this consolidation about the 10 cent level. And we do know if you break that 10 cent level, your next likely support level is down here at the beginning of our accumulation zone, down at the 2.618 Fibonacci in the blue Fib circle. And then our max accumulation starts at the 3.618 Fibonacci, and that's where I think we're going in the next 3 to 4 months, and we're going to have a great time to get 1000x accumulate and 1000x our portfolio, as these two coins are in my top 5 must-own coins and must accumulate for 2023 and 2024 bull run that's going to happen in the next year and a half, when it starts to turn around in a rounding bottom, which would probably look something like this, where you just round the price and then steadily start to come back to the upside. And that's what we're going to watch out for on XLM. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. Peace and love.